has lots of details that could not possibly be made up. But something still feels weird. Maybe I'm just assuming there's going to be, a 17th twist in a row.
On the platform, a young woman is withdrawing from amphetamines, barbiturates, and alcohol.
Oh.
Yet still, she smiles among
That's classy
the
as well, I think.
Among the great ghosts of the city she's leaving. For another, far south.
Guess we know where she's going.
Distant.
Based on the
Not
tickets.
Like the great chandelier she sees sparkle in the night below her. Street lights, towers, tenements, and water. And across it, a dark strip of ruins, barely visible, if she didn't squint her eyes. There, on a dilapidated jetty, in a nameless village, 2 police officers and 1 special consultant look across a narrow strip of sea. The ruins of a sea fort stick out of the water, built by Philippe II, reappropriated by the commune, then lost in the landing. He's there, doing what exactly, I don't know. Satellite Officer Vitmer points at the ruins. Behind that anti-aircraft something. That's why we can't see him. Special Consultant Heidelstam is optimistic. We'll see the boat when he comes. Let's go get a coffee until then. I know this interesting little place. Where? As the men go, Patrol Officer Minnow looks back over her shoulder at the crumbling fortification like a rotten tooth rising out of the water. Good luck, Harry, she thinks. You need something good for this.
We could get more. We've got him talking.
Who knows what he's seen and done over the years? Enough. Take him in. Bend his arms behind his back and end this.
And looking at anything else you haven't liked?
Tragic comedy. Druggies, prostitutes, and rentiers.
A strange little engine seems to fire up in him again. It straightens his back. The familiar put of hatred.
More specifically?
Specifically, the whole city is a charnel house. Stripped clean and draped in neon. But Martinez is the worst. Because of the racists. Everyone is a racist in Martinez.
It seems about accurate, yeah.
Thing to do in the whole world. Listening to race-themed radio shows. In the ruins, in their lorries. Pumped full of steroids and Radio Revachol 92. Race this, race that. It's all sanctioned by that social democratic union and the farce of a social democrat who runs it.
Have a fart?
Yes, the fly larva in his container. He let some nihilistic advertising yuppies erect a statue of Philippe III, a syphilitic murderer, on the town square, to spit on the working class. Not since the serfs of ancient Pericarnassus has history produced a more inert social class than the Martinez proletariat. The rest of Revachol at least pretends to rebuild. These people still live in ruins. In tents, like animals. Like those boom morons on the ice. A pity they didn't drown in that tent of theirs.
Is that all?
The worst of them is the blood-drenched Sucrion on her yacht, licking her lips. The old whore's gone now. Her gun-toting porcelain men are dead. So, actually, no. The worst is that old cop parading around in his uniform, throwing balls.
He's also dead.
It's not enough that the racists and liberals are dancing on our graves. The old loyalist ghouls still parade the ruins too. Every morning he's there, while the parasites he fought to protect are off in Ozon, or Quayamoran, or some other island they built their palaces on, feeding on drugs and having sex with their own children.
Okay, then.
That's all the rich really want. Sex with their own children. Throughout history, even the royal bloodline of the suzerain, it's all just an excuse for them to have sordid sex. At least that old cunt, Frisell, is now dead. We did good when we pushed him under that horse car. If only, in the 30s, Those disco whores.
What follows an ominous mumbling. You cannot make out a single word.
Disco whores are too much. Hatred shuts down his brain's language center, leaving only a nonsensical sputter.
I get like that
There was
sometimes.
something about a statue and nihilistic advertising agency people might be worth investigating.
First of all, you mentioned the Union is Social Democratic, and Mr. Clare is a farce of a Social Democrat.
Another hideous disappointment. Unions are the real enemy.
See, he just hates everyone.
True enemy of the proletariat. Placating the masses.
Disappointment.
This is the Onion Belt story of revolutionaries.
He displays a familiarity with the Union's top brass.
Yeah, who's a disappointment? Evart?
That deformed toad? I wouldn't expect him to wipe his own ass.
Oh, hello, here we
I
go.
mean, the brains of the operation.
He's gonna be fucking manana.
Edgar.
You mean Edgar? Evart's brother?
He talks a big game about uprising and social base. They must have sent the smart one to some university in Le Jardin, where it's alienation this and hegemony that.
You've talked to Edgar.
First against the wall with him.
The Clares wouldn't miss a man hidden in their own backyard. Not all this time. Nothing happens in Martinez without them knowing.
Of course. Maybe the Clears asked him to.
Have you approached them?
I haven't approached anyone. I hid.
What?
To me.
There's the twist.
How did he know you were here?
He didn't just stumble in.
There's the twist.
He figured it out. Some kids told him about a monster on the island. I told you, he has brains. Stepped right off the boat and walked down where you came. I even kept the door open for him. Thought he was a man of the left. Wouldn't rat me out. I was right about one of those things.
When was this?
20 years ago.
Oh, shit.
Neither of them could walk now, could they? They were less fat then.
Okay.
That's around the time the Clears came to power.
What did you talk about?
Edgar did the talking. Paid his respects like I were a fossil in a uniform. Offered platitudes about the struggle.
Yeah. Actually, the biggest twist is that they actually are two of them.
Even quoted Marzoff. Never trust a social democrat who quotes Marzoff. Oh, and charity, too. They love their charity. Offered me blankets and social housing. I still have the gas cooker he brought.
And he let you be here?
Let me be here.
Yeah, it was a dumb question.
The ZOC is an unlawful successor of the Commune of Revachol. We took this fortification from the Loyalists. Even the Clares understand this.
They let him be here. Understanding was a courtesy. But why such a courtesy?
Yeah, so anyway, Mr. Drost, did you kill the Krenel mercenary for the Clares to incite a riot?
You know why I killed that fucker, Dwat. As to Edgar, I'm not doing anything for that swine again.
Did you kill the previous Union person who mysteriously never showed up again for the election?
Again? What have you done for it
Is
before?
my assumption. I don't know if that was 20 years ago or not.
Tried teaching him some Marzovian socioeconomics. They didn't stick. We parted ways.
Okay, he didn't do the hanged man for them. But he's insinuating.
He's a lot. What have you seen?
There is more here. You can feel it. He was not outright lying, but
Red check.
almost.
Logic red check. Okay. Well, we could spend some points. We'll go through the rest of these options. Here, hold on. There's something about the statue in the roundabout and syphilis.
Syphilis is a disease. Philip III
Abomination.
bacteria entered his brain and made him squander. And he
Sure.
still went on to govern Revachol. What a keen remark. Yes, it is, isn't it? It's still there. Do you know? Forgot. The party had some advertising
Okay.
cockroaches used their accumulated...
Tell me about these disco horrors, just out of curiosity.
Horse.
Okay, is all he says. Even that word has to be pushed through his teeth. Cock parading around in his colorful uniform. Yeah, you mean Renee?
Every fucking morning for 34 years. Throwing that ball. One ball against the other.
Hey, Powie.
Loathe that game. That is not a working class game. I don't care
Bulls-
what they say
I mean-
on Radio June.
Okay.
Royalist ghouls played like it was life itself. Click, clack across the water each day.
Let's back you up before you get too agitated.
Like a parrot, plumage. I remember him. I remember him from La Noce. Not him. That one.
I just sort of background and flavor text, which is good, but I can just visually skim through this. I don't need all the voice
There
acting.
doesn't seem to be a single person under the pine today. Not even Gaston.
Yeah, there's no one there.
Fat and plump. Like a pheasant. Just begging to be popped off.
What, you'd like to kill him?
Not yet. I like to look at him strut around.
Wait, didn't he die?
Crosshair on his neck.
Save the treat for later.
He is a juicy bonbon, that one. A real treat for the black day. Better.
There it
I
is.
even hid one bullet, so I'd always have one for him.
No, he's dead, man. He died of old age. Yep.
I waited too long. I waited too long, and now he's dead.
I'm sorry, Mr. Dross. I understand you knew him.
Him.
They're
Wow.
all dead now. Fuck it.
If he really wanted to kill him so bad, he would have done. There must have been 1,000 black days.
Yeah, you had 1,000 chances to kill him.
And I blew them all. What does it matter now? He's gone.
Did you actually care about him?
All human beings care about each other. I cared for seeing his head explode.
You all right there?
You think I haven't seen people die? It's all I've seen them do. Fuck and die. All the other plans we had. To love. To colonize the Pale. It's all fucked.
He's not okay. This is just another black day.
All right. I'm going to give this a go.
Black day.
But if I've got points for logic... Oh my god, I have 5 skill points! Is Harry about to get an insane brainwave? Am I going to dump 4 skill points in logic right now? Just turn him into a super genius instantly? And save 1 point so we can unlock a white check still? Fuck yes! Harry just did enough drugs to unlock all of his brain. Let's go. 92%. It's not perfect. We could get 1 more. Talk to F-Art about his previous forewoman. Oh, yes, yeah. See, what's this deal? That's it. That's what the other union leader went. Let's go! We're still gonna fail.
The connection comes to you like a splash of cold water. Dark, cold water.
Yeah. It came to me before, but, Harry's a little slow. 20 years ago, when you met Edgar, the Clares didn't run the union yet, did they?
He acknowledges it. Here we go. A twist behind the dark bend.
Who did?
That bourgeois cow. Tiffin Holly was her name. Licked the rich man's hand every time he came to...
Because I punched myself in the head? Yeah.
Never seen a labor leader
Got my
so
logic back.
hot on mutual cooperation and money. She liked that too. That Holly was a real bridge builder and a deal maker.
She was also a woman, wasn't she? Just like Klasia.
She was, and she was real soft on those money men. Had
He's got a lot of issues, this dude.
bag over her shoulder that she liked to bring to work.
And then she just disappeared.
Called in, they say, on the eve of battle, ran away, vanished like a piss stain.
No, that's not quite it, is it?
Did she? They say her daughter called in, not her personally. But that wasn't really her daughter, was it?
No, I guess it was not.
Edgar had someone else make the call. Why is that, Mr. Dross?
She couldn't make the call herself
Uh-huh.
Here it is. The bend in the river.
Why?
because she was dead.
Dun, dun, dun.
Just say nothing.
All right. I will say nothing.
The cow caught a bullet in her right lung. Fell into the canal grasping her tit and...
Yeah, misogynist and full of hatred, yeah.
Oh, bless.
He's full of all the things.
It was a sloppy job and a moving target. She was going home, waddling, dressed in yellow, drunk like she often was. The ruins were black around her, and she had a yellow leather bag under her arm. She tried to cross the canal, heading home to Grand Couronne or Betancourt, someplace like that, where they build those new bâtiments for the people who flourish in the hell around her and the ruins.
You shot her.
Someone shot her. Or maybe the cow just fell. My memory is full of holes. All I know is nothing changed. Not in the material base, not in the hegemony. There was no uprising. Just words. The Union fizzled. Nothing came of it. Nothing.
Edgar didn't keep his part of the deal. If you were to testify to this, give the RCM something on Edgar, you could walk.
Could you?
We would strike everything you've done and process you as a POW. You were in a war. You were on assignment. We could even extradite you to the Samaran People's Republic.
Kim, do you mean this, or...
A degenerate worker state. Goat shit. No, thank you. I'm Revacholian. My days are short. I will rot away here, in a moral intern cell. I will not testify to anything.
But you did do it.
I saw it happen, and I liked it. That's all I have to say.
Maybe it wasn't
I
him.
didn't live and fight for 40 years to end up as a collaborationist. I've heard it on Channel 8, 40 AM, Radio Revachol, late night. Everyone is a blobber in this world.
Secret task complete.
Everyone betrays everyone. They're all already locked up for betrayal. The best ones, the ones with heart, were slaughtered.
The guy he killed was a piece of shit. That's true. Not going to deny it.
The same.
I'm just surprised Kim would offer to just, like, let him disappear.
There is plenty here to work with once he's in custody.
All right. Talk about this
We
now.
talked about what?
I want to ask about the people you don't like. I feel like this is just a loop back. Yep, okay.
Glad we talked about what?
Yosef Lilianovich Dros, you're under arrest for the murder of Ellis Courtnair.
What? But you said I would be taken to the...
Did I say?
This terror is the sum of all the uncontrollable movements and mood swings he's been exhibiting. The wind picks up. The silence on the
I guess I could have backed off and had a little chat with Kim.
little
But
shivers of waves appear. The lieutenant continues, like an incantation.
Your Wayfarer rights have been suspended. Information provided to the officers on the scene will be used against you by the prosecution. You will be given legal counsel within 1 week and must face court in 44 days. Do you understand? Do you understand?
But...
I mean, he's afraid. But, I mean, I'm going to show some sympathy for him. I mean, again, the guy he killed is not a good person.
No, I don't want to. I have to stay here.
He's sweating. Beads are forming on his forehead. Pupils are dilated too. Eyes getting blacker and blacker.
Your confirmation is not required, sir. Now on to the boat.
First say, does it have room for 3? No, let's listen.
There it is again. To your north, as it has been since you came to the coast. The reeds whisper. Stalks rubbing.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. We've got... Fuck the murder investigation. We've got something way more important happening here.
Something completely different. It sounds like a bow. Very slow.
You're free to grow, Mr. Dros.
Against the strings of a violin. A very small violin. Made of reeds and rushes.
Maybe there is room for 3 on the boat.
Kim! Shh!
What?
What are you talking about? Is this really us?
Your skin crawls.
I'm happy I'm not watching chat because I can see people reacting to things. So I'm oh my god! Oh my god, it's huge! I'm sorry, I don't have any locusts for you. Oh my god! Why are you revealing yourself?
A delicate tangle of arms and legs unfolds from the reeds, limb by limb, to then just stand there, moving its scythe-like arms in ghostly silence.
I want to say this, but I don't want to say something aloud and have this thing be freaked out. B, I don't want them to look and be like, what? I don't see anything there. I'm just gonna blink first. Is this stepping forward? It's just sort of moving back and forth a little. Blink, blink.
It's still there.
Yeah.
An unfolding mechanism of reed-like chitin, hovering in place.
What is that?
What are you talking about?
The giant stick insect!
There's nothing there.
The stick insect is over 3 meters tall.
Look at its eyes.
Straight at you.
Nah, you just have to have enough Inland Empire shivers or something.
Its grotesquely small head. You feel your legs shaking under you, and your gun hand rise instinctively.
There is! I see it!
Tell me what you see, damn it. I can't make out one small thing in the reed.
Not small. Kim, can you see it?
I can see it.
Kim can see it! Everything is right in the world.
4 simple words. Thank God. If he can see, then you're not in.
She was talking about something else.
But that means it's really there, spinning slowly, in absolute silence. Its limbs.
I wonder if we had a different state with Kim if he wouldn't have seen it, you know?
Be very, very careful.
Lieutenant whispers, then takes a step towards his giant anthropod. Hang on. This is worth a hard save, in case I want to revisit things. Hello, Mr. Phasmid, sir.
The creature stands on long stilt-like legs, antennae hanging from its head like a woman's hair, white and curled at the tips. It is no more than 5 steps away from you. Reed-like tufts stick out of its joints. As the insect moves its forearm,
I mean, no wonder the traps didn't work. It's
a faint
huge.
hiss, like a reel-to-reel machine spinning after the tape breaks. The hiss is different from the strings you heard before. It says something else in a lower pitch.
Oh, wow. We did get the info out of Lena. Our corpse will be marked by stars. I don't remember what that is. The miracle way out in the west, we heard reference to. And we did lay on the pheromones thick. First, I'm just going to listen. Remember Buenos Aires? It's a Starship Troopers reference. Nice.
Be afraid. You smell wrong.
This is the Insulindian phasmid.
It is.
You hear the familiar ring of his jacket unzipping slowly, painstakingly. So, oh, he's getting his camera!
You glance over your shoulder. The lieutenant holds a piece of milled aluminium.
Corpse will be marked with stars. What the corpse in the dream told you first night, I think. That sounds right.
Extremely carefully. It's the camera. No. The flash will
Yeah.
scare the creature off. Warn him now.
Yeah. Don't use the flash.
We need a photo. No one will believe us.
No!
From the corner of your eye, you see a sudden cascade of motion.
Yeah, let me approach it
The
first.
phasmid's limbs. A series of ultrasonic clicks fills your ear.
I won't be one of those fools who didn't take a picture.
Yeah, no, I mean, fair.
See the phasmid turn to him. Its mandible antennae reaching out. Its motions are quick, sudden.
Just listen to me.
Okay.
The spindly mechanism turns itself back to you.
Okay,
Its
so 2 is what led us to the camera
of
stuff.
the air.
I'm not going to say, you know what? I'm just going to approach right now. I don't want to miss out my opportunity here. I'm going to approach carefully.
Hey, Quill, pay attention. There's a new subscriber.
Come on, baby. Oh, we got an ad break going on right now. You know what? Since there's an ad break, I'm going to go and take a quick little bio break. We're going to be back in a minute. Pausing for ads. BRB. Be right back. Okay, looks like the Twitch ads have ended. Let's do this. Approach carefully. It's interesting this is electrochemistry. You know, we crap talk electrochemistry a lot, but now's its time to shine. Please don't roll double one. Green is good.
Slowly,
Not a great roll.
you take 2 small steps toward the phasmid. The creature lets out a series of ultrasonic clicks that swarm around your head like swallows, like a sort of happiness. Sweat drips from your brow, soaking your chest. You reek of it, your chemicals. Hissing and clicking, it extends its mandible-like antennae to greet you. You're right below it now, looking up at the colossal chitin of its white limbs. The head of the creature is crowned by reeds, and its eyes are like small droplets of water.
Hello, I'm Harry. I don't really know who I am.
No reply. A total ancient silence comes from its mouth, along with what appears to be some kind of foam.
Is it gonna eat my face?
Gesticulations of its limbs continue all around you.
Stand on my tiptoes and look more closely.
You were right. Little bubbles form on the mouth parts of the creature. On its segmented lower lip, it looks to be foaming slowly. The foam is white, then yellowish.
I lick it.
The faintest smell like you've never felt before. Like burnt roses.
Kim, it's foaming. I do have its pheromones all over me.
Careful. It may be poisonous.
The foam slowly turns a darker shade, like burnt caramel, as the insect moves its mouth parts, masticating. The little bubbles begin to burst, one by one,
The fuck?
letting out that same smell, like summer burning. Apricot blossoms, white blossoms erupting, a sensation like cold hands on your face.
Is it just communicating purely through pheromones? Shaka, when the walls fell. Helmy, what are you doing? Inland Empire, +1, spoke to the hangman, +2, did not give up on the phasmid, +1, knows of parthenogenesis. Are you giving birth? Yes! I exist too.
Tell me what it's like for you.
What is existence? The smell? If I tell you, what will happen?
Then I will tell you what it's like for me.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go with 1. For me, it's fire, burning, like a tequila sunset.
Fire? Where?
On the horizon, pale fire. This thing we're both sensing is coming to an end. Apocalypse cops.
That is your problem. Nothing ever ends for me. There is only room for 2, maybe 3 pictures in my mind. For me, it is a series of half-lit images. A kind of darkness being intruded upon. Transient, dim, moist.
So what if the next picture doesn't come? This creature is not the photographer, just the camera.
Okay. Intruded upon by what?
shapes of plants and animals, and internal sensations, a swarm of sounds, tiny vibrations on the inside of my forearms. All speak of complexities totally beyond my understanding. I am at the end of a narrow funnel. Wait till